The air hung heavy, not with humidity but with indifference. Each passenger aboard the subway train inhabited an island of their own making, eyes glued to screens, to newspapers, to the space just beyond their shoes. A symphony of silence played out. The rhythmic click-clack of the train on the tracks, the rustle of a turning page, a muffled cough, a world hurtling forward, yet each soul stuck in place. No one dared break the unspoken agreement, the shared anonymity that urban life offered. To look was to acknowledge, and to acknowledge was to invite in the unknown. Better to remain cocooned in the familiar, even if that familiar was loneliness. A shudder, a groan, then silence. The train lurched to a halt, the sudden stillness deafening compared to the rhythmic hum that had been their soundtrack moments before. Whispers rippled through the car, anxiety replacing apathy. Minutes stretched on. Darkness descended as the emergency lights flickered on, casting the car in a sickly yellow glow. The outside world, once a blur through grimy windows, was now an impenetrable black. Fear, an unwelcome companion, began to snake its way through the car. The businessman, his face normally etched with the day's market fluctuations, now held a different kind of tension. The teenager, lost in the digital world just moments ago, now frantically tried to get a signal. The walls of their self-imposed isolation began to crumble.
What's happening?
The question, uttered by a young woman, broke the dam. Words hesitant at first, then flowing like water through a broken levee, filled the air.
My phone's dead.
I have a meeting.
I just want to go home.
Their anxieties, once so carefully guarded, spilled out into the open. But amidst the fear, something unexpected blossomed. Stories, shared experiences, whispered fears, dreams put on hold. The businessman spoke of his daughter's upcoming dance recital. The teenager confessed his fear of upcoming exams. The young woman shared her dream of opening a bakery. In the shared vulnerability of their predicament, they found a connection. And then he appeared, an elderly man, his eyes twinkling with an otherworldly light. He spoke little, yet his presence commanded attention. He listened intently to their stories, his silence more comforting than any platitude could be. When he finally did speak, his words were simple yet profound.
He spoke of the interconnectedness of all things, of the lessons hidden in the unexpected, of the strength found in shared humanity. He challenged them to look beyond their immediate anxieties and see the bigger picture.
The train lurched back to life as suddenly as it had stopped. Relief washed over the passengers, but something had shifted. As the train pulled into the station and they dispersed back into the city, the old man was nowhere to be found. But on each seat, he had left a small object, a smooth stone, a feather, a single sunflower seed. Talismans, perhaps, to remind them of the lessons learned in the darkness, when the hum of indifference had given way to the murmur of human connection.